أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همسه ونفخه ونفثه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. بجاه سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى. Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek His blessings and mercies in abundance upon the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his household, his companions, and his followers until the day of reckoning. Fellow listeners, wherever you are, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A very good evening from here and a very good moment to all of you. In accordance to the time you see this and you assess this. We welcome ourselves again to the Aphorism 24 of the 246 spiritual aphorisms of Ibn AtaiLlahi Al-Sakandari. So today is the 26th of Ramadan, year 1444 after the hijrah of the noble Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and equivalent to the 17th of April 2023 CE. We are treating today the stanza number 24, or in a better word, aphorism number 24. So as usual, we're going to read, see whether there are some words that beg for attention, then give the literal translation, and then conceptual message therein, and follow it with the interpretation of Sheikh Abdul Majid Al-Sharnobi, inshallah. So the aphorism goes thus, and I read: لا تستغرب وقوع الأقدار ما دمت في هذه الدار، فإنها ما أبرزت إلا ما هو مستحق وصفها وواجب نعتها. Again, I read this aphorism once again. لا تستغرب وقوع الأقدار ما دمت في هذه الدار، فإنها ما أبرزت إلا ما هو مستحق وصفها وواجب نعتها. So that is the aphorism in letter. Now there are some words that beg for attention here. One is al-istigrab, la tastagrib. The other is wuku'a, and the next is al-aqdar. The next is abrazat, and wasfuha and na'tiha. So we're going to explain one by one. Al-istigrab, number one. So that is a surprise. Okay, al-istinjab. Al-istinjab, yani la tastajib. La tastajib, yani la tastagrib. Don't be surprised. Don't be caught unattention. Okay, unaware. Then wuku'a is another word for huduth. Huduth al-aqdar. Al-aqdar means it means al-ashya, al-ahdath. Okay, al-ahdath, occurrences or incidences. Okay. هذه الدار هنا يعني الحياة الدنيا. في هذه الدار يعني في على قيد الحياة, يعني the life, the temporal life that we are living, the current life. أبرزت bimana zoharat. Another word for that is zoharat. Yani ma abrazat, yani ma zoharat, or ma azharat, to display something, to display of something, or manifestation of something. Okay, and wasfu here is the attributes. Okay, attribute, and na'atu here is quality of something. So those are some of the words that beg for attention. Now we go to the literal translation of the aphorism. Now, لا تستغرب وقوع الأقدار ما دمت في هذه الدار. لا تستغرب وقوع الأقدار. Do not be surprised in occurrences, in many occurrences that happen. ما دمت في هذه الدار, in as much as you live in this life, in this house, in this present house, meaning in this life. In as much as you are alive, okay, ما دمت في هذه الدار, in as much as you live, لا تستغرب وقوع الأقدار. Do not be surprised with the occurrences and incidences of life. فإنها ما أبرزت إلا ما هو مستحق وصفها وواجب نأتها. Because وقوع الأقدار, everything that happens, they happen because they are in accordance with their attributes and as a necessity for their characteristics, for their characters. Okay, so that is the simple translation. Now, a very direct translation here goes thus: don't find the occurrence of troubles strange as long as you are in this world. We can read it reversely. As long as you are in this world, don't find the occurrence of troubles strange. For the world does not expose except what deserves its attributes and necessarily has its quality. Again, don't find the occurrence of troubles, that is, the incidences around you, strange, in as much as you are in this world, meaning as much as you are alive, as long as you are alive, because the world does not expose anything except that which deserves the attributes and the quality of the world. That is to say, in one word, the world is full of ups and downs, goods and evils. So, and there is no time that the world and life is going to be free of the two. That is, فَإِنَّهَا مَا أَبْرَزَتْ إِلَّا مَا هُوَ مُسْتَحَقُّ وَصْفِهَا. Nothing happens except that which is in line with the attribute of life. And فَإِنَّهَا مَا أَبْرَزَتْ إِلَّا مَا هُوَ وَاجِبُ نَأْتِهَا. Nothing will happen except that which is in the quality of life. That is the simple translation. Now, the conceptual message and meaning here is that it is not strange again that we are going to be tempted as in the ayah in the verse that we quoted yesterday, وَنَبْلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً. We are going to tempt you with what is good and what is evil, with what you like and what you dislike, with what you love and what you hate, with what you want and what you do not want. You are going to be tempted with both as temptations and tests and examinations of life. So do not be surprised and don't be caught unaware when things happen. To be prepared that good things will not continue happening forever for one person, and as well, bad and evil things will not continue happening or befalling a person forever. Inna ma'al usri yusra, fa inna ma'al usri yusra. So that is the concept in the Quranic verse in Surah Al-Inshirah. So, surely, with hardship, there is easiness. Okay, that is repeated twice. So when we experience this, and we should expect the other. So life is the combination of both, is the mixture of both. And it shouldn't surprise us, or it shouldn't catch us by surprise or unaware when this happens or when that happens. So that is the conceptual meaning and message here. So there is no time that the life is going to be free of good and evil. It is all mixture of both. Okay? So if you are experiencing what is favorable now, so then you should not be overjoyed. You don't be overjoyous of it. Think of the time that may come and follow that may not be favorable. If you are rich today, be less joyous. Share and give. Do what is proper and normal with it. For there may be a time that comes that you may not have those things that you enjoy. Okay? The same way, when one is fall sick and one is in hardship, so do not despair. That will not continue forever. A time shall also come for better. So that the message there is that there is no time that the life of man on earth is going to be free of good and bad occurrences, favorable and unfavorable conditions. There is no time that the life is going to be free of that. So now, the message for Al-Murid, the seeker of the truth here, is that you believe sincerely that whatever comes your way is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has destined and decreed. It is according to the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not based on your action or activity or your deeds. So when you have favorable conditions, do not rely and don't relent your effort. Don't think that it is through your prayer or through your anything that you have done. No. And on the other hand, when the other side vice befall you, don't think it is because of your sin or because of your inactivity. Okay, so that is the simple message for Al-Murid. Now, let's go into the interpretation of Sheikh Abdul Majid Asharnobi very quickly. It says, أي لا تعد وقوع الأقدار أمرا غريبا, meaning do not consider the occurrences and happiness in life amran ghariban as a strange thing. Don't think they are strange. Muddatu kawnaka fi hadhihi ad-dar ad-dunyawiyya, throughout your life on this temporal life. فإنها ما أبرزت أي أظهرت إلا ما هو مستحق وصفها. So because it will not manifest, nothing of the occurrences will manifest itself without being attributed to an occasion in life. Okay, I was for her al-mustahaq laha, and at the same time, it will not be, nothing will happen or occur without being associated with the quality of life. اللازم لها فمن ضرورياتها وجود المكاره فيها مع الانحماك عليها. So, من ضروريات الحياة, one of the necessities of life is وجود المكاره فيها, experiencing unfavorable things, مع الانحماك عليها, by persevering on them. كما قال بعض واسفيها, as stated by some people who give the information about the dunya, says تبعت على كدر وأنت تريدها صفوا من الأقباء والأقدار ومكلف الأيام ضد اتباعها متطلب في الماء جزوة نار. تبعت على كدر. The ta'utanis here is referring to hayat dunya. Okay, so that is life, the temporal life. Word life here is developed and naturalized. Okay, naturalized on kadarin, on impurities. It is nature. The nature of life is that it's never going to be pure. It's never going to be continuously clean and clear. Okay, so that is the nature. It's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. It's going to be dirty. وَأَنْتَ تُرِيدُهَا صَفْوًا. But human being wants life to be very clean, favorable, always sweetening. Okay, min al-akda'i wal-akdar. He wants it to be pure, to be free from all dirties and dirts. وَمُكَلِّفُ الْآيَامِ ضِدَّ اتِّبَاعِهَا. Okay, anyone who expects that the days and nights will bring what is against their nature, will happen or will present to him what has never happened. مُتَطَلِّبٌ فِي الْمَاءِ جَزْوَةَ نَارٍ. That person is like someone who is looking for a cloth of light, a cloth of fire inside water. Okay, someone looking for fire inside water. So that would be impossible, because fire is extinguished when it enters into water. So anyone who expects the days and nights or the light to be very pure, which is against the nature of life, so it's like someone who is looking for fire inside the water. وَمِنْ كَلَامِ جَعْفَرِ الصَّادِقِ, as stated by Ja'far Sadiq, he says, مَنْ طَلَبَ مَا لَمْ يُخْلَقْ أَتْعَبَ نَفْسَهُ وَلَمْ يُرْزَقْ قِيلَ لَهُ وَمَا ذَاكَ قَالَ الرَّاحَةُ فِي الدُّنْيَا. So Ja'far Sadiq says, مَنْ طَلَبَ مَا لَمْ يُخْلَقْ. Anyone who seeks for things that have never been created, okay, anyone who seeks for things that is not there, something that is not there, that has never been found, at'aba nafsahu, he will only suffer himself, he will only tire himself, he will only disturb himself, walam yurzak, and he will never get that thing. Then they ask him, wama dhaka, what is that thing that has never been created? He responded by saying, ar-rahatu fi dunya, relaxation in life, having peace of mind forever in life. It has never been created for anyone. No one has ever been so relaxing forever throughout his life. No, it has never happened. So anyone that is looking for that will disturb himself and waste his time for nothing and will never get that. وَأَخَذَ بَعْضُهُمْ هَذَا الْمَانَى فَقَالَ. So based on that, some people poetically, so they say, تطلب الراحة في دار الأنا. Al-ana here, that is at-ta'abu. At-ta'abu, that is tiredom. Tiredom. خاب من يطلب شيئا لا يكون. So this is also in reference to the statement man talaba ma lam yukhlaq. Anyone who seeks for what is not there will only suffer himself for nothing and will never achieve his aim. So here they say, تطلب الراحة في دار الأنا. You are seeking for relaxation in Darul Ana, in the house of tiredom, that is in dunya. Anyone who seeks for what is not there, what cannot happen, we lost. We get lost. Okay, so we call as-Safiyul Hali. As-Safiyul Hali, to know about Jafar Sadiq, it is under the footnote number 2 there. So there's no time to read it. And the other one is the Sha'ir, Abdul Aziz bin Saraya. Okay, and now, Qala al-Azulu. Okay, Qala al-Azulu, that is another poetic interpretation. Okay. Qala al-Azulu, that is what called as-Safiyul Hili. Okay, that Safiyul Hili is Abdul Aziz bin Saraya bin Ali bin Abi al-Qasim as-Simbasi at-Tahi. Okay, Sha'ir, as we say, poet. So he says, Qala al-Azulu lima tazalta anil wara wa aqamta nafsaka fil maqami al-awhani. ناديت طار لبراحة فأجابني أتبعتها بطلاب ما لم يمكن. Okay, it says, قال العدول. Adul, perhaps the name of person, of his friend for him. Okay, لما تزالت عن الورى. Why have you isolated yourself from people? That is, why have you gone on retreat from people? وَأَقَمْتَ نَفْسَكَ فِي الْمَقَامِ الْأَوْهَمِ. Why have you exposed yourself to this poor and unfavorable condition and position? نَادَيْتُ طَالِبُ رَاحَةٍ فَأَجَابَنِي أَتَأَبْتَهَا بِطِلَابِ مَا لَمْ يُمْكِنِ. So I call upon someone, طَالِبَ رَاحَةٍ. Okay, anyone seeking for relaxation in life. Okay, I call upon a seeker of relaxation, rest of mind, permanent rest of mind. فَأَجَابَنِي. And he asked me, he answered me and responded to me. أَتَأَبْتَهَا بِطِلَابِ مَا لَمْ يُمْكِنِ. So are you suffering yourselves by seeking for impossibilities? That is, why are you suffering yourself by seeking for that which is impossible? Okay, وَقَالَ آخَرْ. Another person, another poet also said, in buttressing that, وَمَنْ رَامَ فِي الدُّنْيَا حَيَاةً سَلِيمَةً مِنَ الْحَمِّ وَالْأَقْدَارِ رَامَ مُحَالًا. To anyone who hopes to find in the temporal life hayatan salimatan, a constant peaceful life forever, that is free from al-hammi, that is free from all worries, wal aqdari, that is free from all bad incidences. Such a person, Rama Muhalan, is seeking for things that are impossible. So by this, the message for the murid here is فينبغي للمريد أن يوطن نفسه على المهن. So it is expected of a seeker of the truth to train himself, to educate himself on acceptance of turbulence conditions, tribulations. فإنه لا يتحرك من قلبه عند نزولها به ما سكن. Because whenever anything that is unfavorable happens, so that will not shape his mind and it will not affect his belief. Okay? When that they say, يمثل ذو اللب في لبه شدائده قبل أن تنزل فإن نزلت بغتة لم يرى بما كان في نفسه مثلا رأى الأمر يفضي إلى آخر فصير آخره أولا وذو الجهل يأمن أيامه وينسى مصارع من قد خلا فإن دحمته ظروف الزمان ببعض مصاحبه أولا ولو قدم الحزم في نفسه لعلمه الصبر عند البلاء. He says, يمثل ذو لب في لبه شدائده قبل أن تنزل. That is, shada'ida, difficulties and tribulations and turbulences, يمثل ذو اللب في لبه, represents and trains an intelligent person in his mind and in himself, قبل أن تنزل, before the occurrence of any vices, before the occurrence of any difficulties. فإن نزلت بغتة لم يرى. So if any unwanted situation happens unexpectedly, okay, لم يرى, so he will not be afraid. An intelligent person will not be afraid because he has already gotten prepared for it. لما كان في نفسه مثلا, because in himself already he has prepared for that. رأى الأمر يفضي إلى آخر, because in himself he has already considered and positioned affairs of the life moving from one position to the other. فَصَيَّرَ آخَرَهُ أَوَّلًا. So he has considered, he has already prepared for the end before preparing for the what? For the beginning. Meaning, he has considered the difficult times before accepting the favorable times. وَذُو الْجَهْلِ يَأْمَنُ أَيَامَهُ. It is only an ignorant one, okay, who trusts and who keeps abreast with his days. It's only the ignorant ones, the unaware one, the uninformed ones, يَأْمَنُ أَيَامَهُ, that places his trust on life, on his days and nights. وَيَنْسَى مَصَارِ أَمَنْ قَدْ خَلَا. It's only an ignorant person, unaware person, uninformed person who forgets the tribulations of people that have passed before him, who have not taken lesson from people that have passed. فَإِنْ دَهِمَتْهُ ظُرُوفُ الزَّمَانِ بِبَعْدِ مَصَاحِبِهِ أَوَلًا. So such a person, when ظُرُوفُ الزَّمَانِ, if conditions and tribulations of time دَهِمَتِهُ affects him, okay, and occur to him, okay, بِبَعْدِ مَصَاحِبِهِ, with some of tribulations and calamities, such a person, he will be dismantled, he will be dislocated, he will get into fear. وَلَوْ قَدَّمَ الْحَزْمَ فِي نَفْسِهِ لَعَلَّمَهُ الصَّبْرَ عِنْدَ الْبَلَاءِ. So if such a person has already prepared good intention and determination for acceptance of good and evil in himself, if he has trained himself on the acceptance of favorable and unfavorable condition, لَعَلَّمَهُ الصَّبْرَ عِنْدَ الْبَلَاءِ, he would have been trained well on perseverance and patience when calamities and tribulations occur. So that, in short, so the message here is very simple. Life is not, no one has monopoly of life. No one has total control of life. And life will not go according to the wish of anyone. It has never happened. It's not going to happen. It's not happening for everyone and anyone. So, as a good seeker of truth, so we are supposed to be prepared for both. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us patience and perseverance. And of course, we cannot withstand its tribulations and calamities. We ask Him to make His mercy and bounties overpowering and covering any unwanted tribulations and calamities, that those that are expected and those that are not expected. إنه على ذلك قدير وبالإجابة جدير نعم المولى ونعم النصير. So with this, we end the session for today. I place you and myself under the protection and guide of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, under whose protection and guide nothing gets lost and missed. أستودعكم ونفسي في رعاية الله الذي لا يضيع ودائعه والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.